everyone. This is Carla, and welcome back to the studio. And thank you for joining me today as I do the unboxing of the June 2024 Life is Sweet Paper Pumpkin Kit. I will be showing you what the projects are. I'll be completing one of each. But before I get started on that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping stuff first. So we have a sneak peek now of the new kits that are going to be coming in July, August, and September. Plus, there's also a die add-on. Excuse me, a die add-on for those kits as well. So I have printed out, the graphics that they have for it. So the one that we'll have in July. So July will be a special box. It's got a nice floral print on it. This is it right here, and it's called Painted Petals. This one you can subscribe now. The subscription period goes from June 11th through July 10th. And after that, this kit will no longer be available unless you are a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and there's a good chance that there will be refills that you can get of this kit. Now, the refills will have like all the paper and embellishment components in it. They will not have the stamp set nor the little ink spot that comes with it. So in the Painted Petals kit for July, you're crafting beautiful cards with unique watercolor designs and pretty layers. It'll make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The project includes printed cards and coordinating envelopes. You'll get pre-cut paper pieces and embellishments. And the coordinating colors for that kit is Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, which will be the classic Stampin' Spot, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, and Old Olive. So then in August, this one is called Time for Cake. This subscription period will go from July 11th through August 10th. This one is Bring on a Birthday Bash with elegant birthday cards made with rose gold details. It'll make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The project includes printed card bases, coordinating envelopes and labels, embellishments, and rose gold cord. The coordinating colors in this kit is Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, which is the classic Stampin' Spot, Petal Pink, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Wild Wheat. And with this kit, you'll also get a free additional stamp set. So it looks like the free stamp set has numbers in it. So September, it's hard to believe that we're in the middle of June, and I'm talking about something that's happening in September. The year, I don't know about you, but I just feel this year is really flying by. But we're getting closer to fall, and fall's my favorite season, so I'm okay that I could skip the summer and the heat and all that. Okay, so September's kit is called Autumn Abundance. The subscription period for this kit is August 11th through September 10th. Share your love for all things autumn with this kit, so I'm sure I'm going to love this kit. It'll make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The project includes printed cards and coordinating envelopes, laser cut card fronts, ephemera pack, and embellishments. The coordinating colors in this kit are Cajun Craze, which is the classic Stampin' Spot, Crushed Curry, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Very Vanilla, and Wild Wheat. And give me 1 second here because I feel that my throat is starting to get a little scratchy, and I'm sure you can probably hear it. So let me go and drink a little bit of water, and hopefully that helps. Okay, so a little bit more. Okay, so then it's saying here, don't miss the whimsical watercolored ephemera pack. So that's sounds like it's going to be fun. Looking at these images, it looks like it's going to be fun. Now, what Stampin' Up! Has been doing for so far this year is they have been doing some add-on dies that coordinate, not needed to do it, but dies that coordinate with the kit for those 3 months. So for January, February, and March, we did have the, let me see, we had, and by the way, these are still available in the online store. You do need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to get these. So here is the Love of Spring dies. This coordinated with the January, February, and March kit. And then right now, for April, May, and June, it's the Thanks and Beyond dies. And the thanks here is what coordinates with the kit that's for June. So again, you don't need any of these dies to complete these kits. These are just an add-on that you can, that coordinates with that kit, and you can just create more projects. Instead of doing what's in the kit, you can do something a little bit extra. So these are current. These are the Thanks and Beyond. These, do I have the number? I do have the number, but it's kind of hidden underneath. I print out a little graphic so I know what's in there. The item number for the Thanks and Beyond is 164397. And if you're interested in the Love of Spring, which was for January, February, and March, that number is 164396. Now, for these three kits that I just gave you a preview on, they have the every celebration set of dies, and you could see a larger image, and here's the same image, just I made it a little bit smaller to put in the package. Again, not needed to complete the projects, it's just an add-on, so that way you can just make alternative projects and all that. These are currently now in the online store, and the item number for them is 164991. And all of these dies, they are available while supplies last. So that's a preview of the upcoming Paper Pumpkin kits. One other thing that I do want to quickly make mention of, because time is kind of running out on it. Currently, Stampin' Up! Does have a sale that's going on from June 5th through the 30th. You can get an extra 10% off on the stamp and die bundles. If you go to the online store and you do a search for the stamp and die bundles, it'll give you a whole listing of all those bundles that are part of the sale. So normally when you get when they are bundled priced, you're getting a 10% discount. During this sale, you're going to get an additional 10% off. So that's 20% off on the stamp die bundles. It's not the stamp punches, just the stamps and the dies. And in addition to that, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so the full-size machine, the mini white one, and also the mini boho blue one are also 10% off. If you have any questions at all about this sale, feel free to reach out. My email is in the description of this video, and also the link to my online store is there as well. Okay, so with that, that's all the housekeeping stuff that I have. So let's get started, and let's pull in our box and let me show you the stuff that's in it. Okay, so ahead of time, I went ahead and I separated the pieces that I needed for each of the kits, so that way I saved a little bit of time. So for this kit is featuring our new in colors. So this is kind of like what the projects are going to look like. So a watercolor feel, and you got lemons, peaches, and cherries in this. And so you do get a full color insert that gives you the directions. There's no wording as far as the directions. It's all by picture, so it's all pretty straightforward. You do have a ruler here in your insert, so you don't even need a ruler. Really, the only thing that you need for these kits is a pair of scissors and a bone folder, and that would be, and a take your pick tool if that's something that you like to use. But you get pictures. It shows you everything that's in each of the projects. And then on the back of it, you'll see there's a picture of all the components in the kit. And then it'll tell you what it is that it's making lately. Most of all these projects have been cards with coordinating envelopes. It'll also give you the coordinating colors. And this one has Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pretty in Pink, Pumpkin Pie, Shy Shamrock, which is our ink spot, and Summer Splash. So let me go and pull out these pieces. So you're going to get some linen thread and some tear and tape. You do have these colored envelopes, so these are what I pulled out for our projects. You do have your photopolymer stamp set, so you have that large thanks that looks like that die. And then you have Wish You Were Here, Life is So Much Sweeter with Friends Like You, You're Truly Amazing, Sweet Friend, Sending a Big Squeeze, So Much to Celebrate. You do get these look like they're like a very vanilla iridescent pearl. And then we have some glue dots and some Stampin' Dimensionals. And then you have a few sheets that do have the pre-printed cutout pieces. You have your card bases, and then there's some fancy colored envelopes, more cutouts, and more laser cut vellum pieces, and more die cuts. And then we have more card bases, and there is you have some tags. So there's some white tags here, and then we do have some of the solid type of greetings that are in this white glimmer paper as well. So that's basically all the pieces, and you do get a printout of what all of the stamps are in this set, not sit, in this set. So if you want to store them in a cellophane envelope or however it is that you want to store them, you can put this with it so you can see what stamp set, what kit it's part of, and what the greetings are. Because after you're done with the projects, you can use that stamp set on any future project. So, like I mentioned with this kit, and it's not sitting here right in front of me, it's sitting over on my desk. There is a little ink spot of Shy Shamrock with this kit, but I am going to bring in my full size ink pad, and I'm going to use that. Okay, so let me take this and let me move this aside. And I got some scratch paper here, and I have my directions, and we're going to we're going to put one of each of these projects together. Rather than doing the whole entire kit, I'm just going to do one of each just to show you what they look like. So with that, let's get started on our first card. Okay, so for my first card, I have let me pull these pieces. They're all on the bottom here. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, they should be all on the bottom here. Okay. So for this, here is the card base. This one, it has that design like our painted textile 3D embossing folder. And this looks like it's in our peach pie color. So I'm going to fold and burnish this. And I will set that aside. Now we're going to do our stamping first. So let me bring in the strip. Now I do want to make mention that when you are a first time subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, you will get this clear acrylic block. Now this is different than the regular blocks that we do sell in our catalog. These are thicker than this. And again, if you're a first time subscriber, you'll get this in your first kit, and then you won't see it in your next future kits. So I'm just going to bring in one of my regular blocks, and I'm going to use that. And for this one, let's see, what are we using? Wish You Were Here. So let's see, which one? Which one? Okay, so that's this one right here. I did get this kit in the mail on, what day did I get it? I got it on Saturday, but I was working on my Father's Day video and all that, so I figured instead of having this posting the same exact day, let me do it the next day. So with photopolymer stamps, in the processing, there is a film on the stamps. So what I like to do is I like to just give them a little cleaning, just using my chamois, or you can use the Stampin' Scrub, either or, before I stamp with it. So that way I have better coverage of the ink when I stamp with it. So on this tag, I am going to stamp this greeting, and what's nice, these are photopolymers, so you can see right through them. And I'm going to stamp that like so. That's a nice pretty green. This Shy Shamrock is one of our new in colors. And let me clean this. This is the only stamping that we're doing. Okay, so then in the instructions on this piece, this pretty in pink piece, they have some linen thread that's tied around it. So let me grab that. And it's saying that we need 30 inches of this. So again, what's really nice is that you do have this ruler on the side here, and it goes to 18. So we'll go 18, 19, oops, 19, 20, 22, 24. Where's my 24? We need 30. We need 30. And of course, I'm filming, so it doesn't want to cooperate with me. So it's 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Okay, and I have my paper snips here. And I'm going to trim that. Okay. And let's fold this up again. And we'll put that there. So it's wrapped around this pink piece here. Now, I'm going to bring in my reverse tweezers. These are part of the embossing additions kit. And that's going to be my third hand. So I can tie this. So I'm going to wrap this around, and hopefully I did not go out of the screen. And of course I'm doing this and kind of rushing at the same time. Don't mean to, but it's just want, when you're trying to get it done, it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. And then we're going to tie, looks like we're tying a bow. Okay. And then our bow looks like it's over to the side here. So I'm going to just turn that. And of course our linen thread is getting all twisted. Okay. And then we're adding some dimensionals to the back. Okay. So the white dots that you see on the instructions, those are the glue dots, and these are actually our mini glue dots. So I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pick these up. And we're going to add one in pretty much each of these corners. And then one in the middle. Okay. And then we're going to add it to our card base. So let's make sure we have our card oriented the right way. And we're going to remove these paper backings. And then we're going to add that to the top of our card. So I want to make sure that I have it lined up to the top edge. Okay. And then let's trim, where's my scissors? Let's trim the bows, these tails on this bow a little bit. Okay. And then what do we need? We need our Miss You, and we're going to add some glue dots on there. And these are the little dark dots that you see on the instructions. So we're going to add one here at the beginning of the M on. Okay, so there's the top of an eye that I did not evidently pull off. So let me get that sheet. There's that little dot. And I'll add my glue dot right on the back of that. And then the paper shifting. And then let's see, we got one on the middle of our last S. And then for the U, we have one here and one right here. Okay, and then on our greeting, we have 3 dimensionals on this. So one on either end. And one in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to take our card and we're going to remove these paper backings off of our glue dots. And looks like the miss is right here above the linen thread. And press that down, and then we had, ooh, the one thing that I worried about, where's our top of our eye? Glue dot is like the same size as our eye. So let's add our eye on top of a little dot, and then we're going to remove the paper backings off of the U. And then we're going to place that right here. Actually, let's move it down just a little bit. Like so. Down so that way it looks more straight. And then let's remove the paper backings off of our greeting. And we'll go right over this and go right in between the miss U. Okay, and then we have the cherries. So we have, let's see, we have this one that shows a dimensional on this side. And then on this one, we have one right up here. And then we have, there are three vellum stars. So I have, there's two of them. And where's my third one? There is a third one. And I don't, oh, there it is right there. It's so tiny. Okay, so then we're going to take these cherries and let's see which one goes where. So this one, and actually the way they show show where these dimensionals go, it's on the wrong side. Because we have this one piece here, it's already popped up, so we don't need the dimensional to be on that part, we need it to be on the side. So let me get another dimensional here. And we're going to put that on this side. And this one goes over on this side. All right, so then this is going to go right over here. And we'll tuck this right underneath that tag. And then this one, it looks like, let's stick that one right here. And then we have, let's see, we have our little stars. So let me add some glue dots to the back of those. We got one that's really small, and this glue dot looks a little bit big for it. Okay. So this one's going to go up here. And then our second one, we bring this in here so then you're able to see it as well. This one goes here, and then where's our last one? Trying to see where the last one goes. Okay, it looks like it's right on the top of this cherry right here. Okay, and then these pearl embellishments. We need a large one and two of the smaller ones. And so we have a larger one right here, and then have another one there. And again, this is just, the basic layout. This is great. These type of kits are great for the beginner card makers. They're also great for those who like to have a little something that they can take with them while they're on the go. If they want to do a little bit of crafting, there's really no thinking on this, meaning, as far as prep work goes in, cutting your cardstock pieces. And I'm sorry about that if you just saw me swatting. There is a gnat that is in this room, and it seems to like to come into the video, and we don't want them there. So at some point, that gnat's going to die when he's going to come too close, and that's going to be the end of it. Just saying. Okay, so these kits are perfect for those that would like to, that don't have to put a lot of thought and work into pre-cutting their cardstock pieces and all that. You can just simply follow the instructions and you can just put it together. And of course, again, with all these pieces, you can also do alternative stuff as well. So here is our first card, and with this card, let me take a quick peek at the picture. This had the pink scalloped envelope. So there's the envelope. And there is the first card. On to our second. Okay, so let me bring in my pieces here for my second card. So we're using the Pretty in Pink card base. So I'm going to fold and burnish that. And I'll set that aside. We do have a greeting piece. And on this piece, I'm going to stamp "So Much to Celebrate." And I'm going to bring in my Shy Shamrock ink again. And try not to put my finger in the ink pad like I just did. And then I'll ink this up. And we'll stamp that in the middle. Okay, we'll close that up. Okay, and then we have this big greenery piece here. And we're going to bring in our, where is it? our tear and tape, and we're going to take just a little piece of this. Let me bring in my silicone craft sheet to do this so it doesn't stick to my paper. So we're just adding a little piece in the center here, like so. And then we're going to add a glue dot to, let's see, which side is the back and which is the front. Need our leaves. Let's see. I guess on these leaves it doesn't look like there's, I guess that's the way they go. So we're going to add a glue dot right here on the base of these leaves, like so. Remove these paper backings. Okay, and then we're going to take, let's move this out of the way, and let's bring in our card base. And we're going to take our greenery piece and we're going to remove the paper backing off of our tear and tape. And we're going to add this. Let's see, it goes right here. So we'll stick that down. And then we have our pieces here. So it looks like we have one going up this way. And then we have the other one coming down this way like so. And then, let's see, we have a piece of 12 inches of our linen thread. So where's the linen thread? It's in the box. And I'm just going to use my grid paper down here since this has a ruler as well, instead of unfolding my my instructions. My table here is starting to get a little cluttered, and so of course when there's too much clutter for me, I get kind of confused. And okay, so we're going to take this and we're just going to kind of like do a zigzag, like so. And where are we putting this? Okay, let's put that down. Looks like we're taking our 2 lemons, and let's see how these lemons are going. So we have them kind of like this, and then they're showing that we're putting our dimensionals to kind of hold them. We're on the seam where they're kind of joined, so that way we're holding the 2 of these together. And then we have one here, and then we have ones on our leaves, like so. Okay, and then our congrats. Looks like we have a combination of dimensionals and a glue dot. So it looks like they got a dimensional at the C and one, let's see, right here at the A and the T, and then one at the S at the end. Now let's see, where are we putting this so we don't see it from behind our letters. And then we need a glue dot, and that needs to go right here. And then on our greeting, we are putting a little bit of tear and tape on this end. And then we're putting 2 dimensionals on the other end. Okay, so I think we got everything here. So now it's just a matter of assembling all of this. So looks like our linen thread. Actually, what we're going to do with this, I'm going to create just a big looped bow. I think that'll be a little bit easier on putting this down. Like so. So they show that laying down right here in the middle. And then we have our lemons. And take our paper backings off on that. Okay. And then we're going to add that right there. So those dimensionals are going to kind of hold our linen thread down. And then we're going to take our congrats and we're going to remove the paper backings off of those dimensionals and the glue dot that's on here. Okay. And then that's going to go across like so. Okay, and then we're going to remove the paper backings off our greeting. And then that greeting is going to go, I'm going to kind of tuck it under our G here. And we're going to stick that down like so. And then we're going to bring in the pearls. And this one too, we're using a large one and 2 small ones. So we have our large one up here. And then we have a small one there. And then another one down here. Okay, so there is the second card. And here is the coordinating envelope for this one. So on to our third and final card. Okay, so for my third card, we're going to do the one with the peaches on it. So I have my greeting that says sweet friend, and I have my little tag here, and I got my ink. Ink this up, and I'm going to stamp that right in the middle, like so. And then for these pieces, I have my, what this looks like. This is Summer Splash. This, I really like Summer Splash. This is a bit darker than our Coastal Cabana color. So those 2 colors will work very well together. Okay, so I folded and burnished that. Then we have these 2 cutouts here that are going to layer on top of each other. So we have a piece of vellum and then we have this piece right here. So on the vellum, we're going to add some tear and tape. It looks like they got some up on the very top here, and then some on the bottom. Okay, and then on the back of this piece, we got a few glue dots that we're going to put down. My paper wants to keep moving, so we're going to add one. Let's see, like a down about here, and then another one kind of down here, and then one more up here. Okay, so let's remove these. Okay, and I think the way they have this, these tear and tape pieces are going to go down directly onto the card. So we're going to take this and center it like so. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to lay it directly over the top of that. Make sure that I try and get it all lined up, and then press it down. Okay, and we'll set that aside. On our hello, we have two dimensionals, one on this L right here, and this L but towards the bottom. And then we have a glue dot over on our H. And then our greeting, let me get my greeting here. We have two dimensionals on this one on either end, like so. And then we have 12 inches of our twine that we're going to tie a bow. Like so. And we'll set that aside. Okay. And then we have all these peaches. So we have, let's see, we have this one here that looks like we have a glue dot on the back of this one. And then we have two dimensionals on this peach. And then let's see, we have three more here. And then this one looks like there's a glue dot. And then this one is a glue dot as well. And then this one is a glue dot as well. Okay. So now let's assemble this card. So we have our bow. It looks like it's going to go down here like so. And then let's see, the peach, it has the dimensionals. I get the dimensional backing off my finger. That looks like it's going to go right here. And then our other large one that's got the glue dot, that one I don't know how that's going to be held down. So let me grab a glue dot to put right here because it doesn't look like there's anything that's really going to hold that bow down at all. So I'm going to just add a glue dot so I can put that there. And then this peach is going to go right there. And then we have a peach over here. And another one just kind of tucked behind there like that. And then we got our other one right down here. And then we have our hello. Let's pull off those backings. Okay, and then we're going to add that kind of like right up here, like so. And then our sweet friend, we're going to remove those paper backings. And we're going to place that right here, like so. And then let's bring in our pearls. That's the last part other than trimming this a little bit. The tails of our twine is a little long. Okay, and then this one too, we're using one large and two smaller ones. And one more right down there. Okay, so there is our third card, and there is its coordinating envelope. Let me bring in the other two cards that we did, and let me kind of move some of this stuff out of the way. And I'll move this paper. The paper pumpkin paper, it seems a little busy to me, but I use it because I'm doing the paper pumpkin video. So here's the first card that I made using the cherries. So we have the peach pie and the pretty in pink colors right there. And then our second card with the lemons, we have the pretty in pink and the shy shamrock. And of course, that's probably like Daffodil Delight there. So there's our second card. And then here's our final card with the peaches that has the peach pie, the shy shamrock, and the summer splash as well. So very fruity type of cards, and the colors are kind of pastel like. So if you like the projects that we made with this month's Life is Sweet Paper Pumpkin Kit, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Like I've mentioned in my past videos, every bit of the comments, likes, shares, subscriptions, it really helps me in growing my YouTube channel. It does get my video out there for others to see. And it also helps me in building my Stampin' Up! Business. And so every like, share, subscribe, and comment all helps, and I truly appreciate it. So until next month for our next Paper Pumpkin Kit, everyone stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.